The 64th Aggressor Squadron, 64th AGRS, is one of the most renowned and essential units in the United States Air Force, responsible for training pilots through adversarial combat simulation. Based at Nellis Air Force Base, Nevada, the squadron specializes in replicating the tactics, techniques, and procedures of potential adversaries to provide realistic air combat training. The 64th AGRS plays a crucial role in the U.S. Air Force's readiness strategy, ensuring that pilots are prepared for real-world engagements by facing off against some of the best-trained enemy pilots in the world. The origins of the 64th Aggressor Squadron can be traced back to its activation in 1972 during the Vietnam War era, when the U.S. military recognized the need for realistic adversary training. Inspired by the success of the Navy's Top Gun program, the Air Force sought to create a unit that could simulate enemy air tactics, using aircraft painted and equipped to resemble those of potential adversaries. The squadron was initially equipped with Northrop F-5E Tiger II aircraft, chosen for their similarity to Soviet fighter jets such as the MiG-21. Over the years, the aircraft inventory evolved, with the squadron later transitioning to the General Dynamics F-16 Fighting Falcon, a more advanced and versatile fighter. One of the defining characteristics of the 64th AGRS is its unique aircraft paint schemes, designed to mimic those used by adversarial air forces. These schemes include camouflage patterns similar to those found on Russian, Chinese, and other foreign military aircraft. The purpose of these paint jobs is not merely aesthetic but functional, as they help pilots distinguish between friendly and enemy aircraft during training exercises. These realistic visual cues enhance the training experience, forcing pilots to react as they would in actual combat situations. The primary mission of the 64th AGRS is to act as an opposing force, OPFOR, in various training exercises, the most notable of which is Red Flag. Held multiple times a year at Nellis Air Force Base, Red Flag is a large-scale aerial combat exercise designed to simulate modern air warfare. The exercise brings together U.S. and allied air forces, providing an opportunity for pilots to experience intense combat scenarios in a controlled environment. The 64th AGRS plays a crucial role by employing enemy tactics, challenging friendly pilots to adapt and develop effective strategies against a formidable opponent. By doing so, the squadron helps improve the overall combat effectiveness of the U.S. and allied air forces. The 64th AGRS operates with a level of realism that sets it apart from conventional training units. Its pilots, often referred to as RADAR, are highly skilled aviators with extensive experience in air combat. Many of them have previously served as instructors or have operational experience in frontline fighter squadrons. Their job is to understand and replicate the tactics of adversary air forces, ensuring that U.S. pilots are exposed to the most up-to-date threat scenarios. This requires continuous research and adaptation, as the squadron must stay ahead of evolving enemy tactics and technologies. Beyond Red Flag, the 64th AGRS participates in other exercises and training programs, including Green Flag, which focuses on close air support and integration with ground forces. The squadron also supports weapons school training, where elite pilots undergo advanced tactical training to become weapons officers. These exercises ensure that pilots across different platforms and mission sets receive exposure to adversary tactics, preparing them for real-world conflicts. The squadron's aircraft are equipped with systems that allow them to closely mimic enemy capabilities. These include radar configurations, electronic warfare suites, and weapons employment techniques similar to those used by foreign adversaries. By accurately replicating the capabilities of potential threats, the 64th AGRS ensures that U.S. pilots are not just trained against hypothetical scenarios but are prepared for the actual challenges they may face in combat. One of the most significant advantages of having a dedicated aggressor squadron is the ability to provide high-quality, repeatable training. Unlike real combat, where engagements are unpredictable and often chaotic, Training exercises allow pilots to refine their skills in a structured environment. The lessons learned in these exercises contribute directly to the effectiveness and survivability of pilots in real-world conflicts. The 64th AGRS ensures that these training experiences are as close to reality as possible, providing pilots with a valuable opportunity to develop their combat skills. Over the years, the 64th AGRS has undergone changes in response to shifting military priorities and budget constraints. There have been periods when the squadron was inactivated, only to be reactivated later as the need for dedicated aggressor training remained critical. Despite these fluctuations, the importance of the squadron's mission has never diminished. The increasing sophistication of potential adversaries, particularly nations investing heavily in advanced fighter aircraft or in air defense systems, makes the role of the 64th AGRS more vital than ever. The introduction of fifth-generation aircraft, such as the F-22 Raptor and F-35 Lightning II, has added new dimensions to air combat training. As these advanced platforms become more prevalent, the 64th AGRS must continuously adapt its tactics to challenge pilots operating cutting-edge technology. While the squadron currently operates F-16s, there have been discussions about incorporating more advanced aircraft into the aggressor role to better simulate modern threats. The Air Force has already taken steps in this direction, with the 65th Aggressor Squadron at Nellis AFB reactivated with F-35s to provide more realistic training against fifth-generation threats. The value of the 64th AGRS extends beyond pilot training. The squadron contributes to the development of air combat doctrine, helping refine tactics that are later implemented across the Air Force. Additionally, it provides valuable insights into adversary capabilities, assisting intelligence and strategic planning efforts. The ability to accurately replicate enemy tactics also benefits other branches of the military and allied nations that participate in joint training exercises. As technology continues to evolve,